Oh boy, another piece of the Athena story. That's kind of cool. She examined the symbol on the fragment she'd found in the buried city. Again, the owl. What could its significance be? It seemed as if they had been scattered about in a labyrinth by some unseen hand for a purpose yet elusive. Most likely the owl was the sigil of the author of these words, which had so... RFG. Yeah, more nonsense. A nebulous memory, as if from a previous life. The owl was the symbol of Simba, the circle of life. And the goddess, something, outside under the moon, or perhaps on the city walls when the wind rose. But there was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had seen her, and their mechanical arms extended towards something, the fragment, and ran as their beams converged on something. Yeah, I don't remember that happening in the actual ancient Greek myth. There were no lasers and no robots. Yeah, no, I'm pretty confident in that one. All right, singularity discussion. Articles. The singularity is coming. Comment number 104. User Alex16. Oh, so this is just a comment section in an article. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that, no matter what they say. What they're really worried about is that someone might prove once and for all that consciousness can arise from matter. And I kind of understand why they find it so terrifying. If we can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we are machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence in the computer, but the quote-unquote natural intelligence they see in the mirror. I think that's true. I think that's kind of a scary thought that maybe people don't consciously think about, but you know, if you can just build a robot and make it a fully functional, intelligent creature, then what does that do for, like, the idea of the soul? Like, what would that... Are you making a soul? Is it, like, certain pieces of circuitry and wires? Yeah, that's an interesting thought. And Alex16, almost certainly that is Alexandra Drennan. This kind of seems to be her jam. She's all about that sort of thing. Cool. So Nadia Sarabhai on Reddit. We have a little bit of an AMA going on here. As one of the founders of the modern science of nomadics, many credit you with inventing the term itself. How do you see the state of the science today? Sorry, I said science twice. Mixed. On the one hand, the existence of the Institute for Applied Nomadics is a couple of smaller... Mixed. On the one hand, the existence of the Institute for Applied Nomadics and a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science is seen as serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexandra Drennan who are the real pioneers today, who have the enthusiasm and dedication that the system as a whole seems to be lacking. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? No. Technology is just a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The Extended Lifespan Project. Crazy or visionary? Both. Arkady Chernyshevsky. Crazy or visionary? Smiley face. Both. Arkady, is that you? Do you... Eaten by an email. To Alan Jameson. Subject... RE Scenario Gen... something. General? Gentle. Genesis. Genetics. So far, all the puzzles are solvable and completely within the necessary parameters. Alexandra had some more tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're heading in the right direction here. So that sort of meta comment, I think, is about, like, the game that we're playing, like, these puzzles that we're solving as a robot, which were built using... Yeah, well, I haven't actually... Well, I have deciphered it. I haven't uploaded that video yet. It will have gone up before this one, though, but in the A6 story, they were talking about using the Serious Sam engine to create this stuff, which is the game engine that this game is actually built on. It gets very meta. It's very strange. Alright. Ooh, hello, audio log, just right there.
When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
That's an interesting way of looking at it. Alright, what do we got here? These spaces make no sense. I walk into a dead end and materialize in a garden. One is day, the other night. This space is not real. James 2, because 1 was taken. Okay. It's interesting seeing these comments about how some of the AI are having difficulty comprehending just all of this. I had a full-blown conversation with the entity in the archive today. Can't say it was terribly helpful. Still, perhaps I can charm some information out of it further down the line. Sheep, version 69. Oh yeah. Alright. So we got puzzles. I am just gonna skip around real quick and look for more things of interest. Terminals, QR codes, that sort of thing. Man, you have such a goofy jump when you're running around. Look at that. Goofy jump animation. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything outside here. Ah, what are you? Seek out those in this world that would help you. Though only one of us can transcend, we all share in both the burden and in the rewards. From the Shepherd. Shepherd Commander. Though only one of us can transcend. That's interesting. I don't recall Elohim ever mentioning to us that of all of his children, only one of us can ascend. You've changed from dog. Everything I do now, I do for those who come after me. Yet in so doing, I find peace for myself as well. This paradox is the foundation of my existence. Oh. Oh boy, so many QR codes. I have read a message on a wall that speaks of a world of endless sand. I would like to make it far enough to see that. From At. Well, At, good luck. I hope you make it that far. Okay, let's check out here then real quick. Ooh, what do we have out here? Look at this. Aha! Blue screen. Can we read anything that's on there? There's my zoom.